not effective, not nearly as effective as it is on the other maps.
Yeah, I mean, if you spawn cross map and you scout your opponent. Actually, all right. Let's see. In the bottom right, in the yellow, up 3 games from Team Gravity. It is Semper.
And in the top right, we have the pink Protoss changing it up this game. Hoping for that reverse sweep here in this series. It is Creature.
Okay, so nothing, super out of the ordinary. No proxies. It looks like I'd be surprised if Creature went for a different build than the one he's gone for in the 3 games previous to this. Frankly, I think if one person is going to change it up, it's probably going to be Semper. I wouldn't be totally surprised to see him. Well, no, it looks like. I guess it looks like he's not going to CC first here. I think I saw him waypoint that SCV that's building the supply depot, just to the left there, as if he's about to build that barracks. But okay, there we go.
Most likely again.
Yeah, if he throws down that gas, we certainly will. And yeah, it looks like he will. So, all right.
Both players just playing their pretty safe style. Nothing cheesy coming out from either player in all 4 games so far.
Yeah, and I like to see series like that. I mean, it really the better player really shines forth in series like this, simply because if both players are going for a kind of a safe standard macro style, one really has the opportunity to outplay the other. So, SCV scout coming out here. Interesting. Creature, look for a second there as though he was about to scout cross map first, but it looks like he's just...
Creature has not made a second pylon in his base.
He hasn't. A good point. So is it going to be a Stargate or is it going to be a Twilight? That's the question.
That positioning makes me think Stargate. There's very little reason to put a Twilight that close.
That's true.
I would definitely say... I don't know. I'm assuming Stargate. I could prove me wrong here.
It's a safe assumption, yeah.
Maybe it'll be a Robo and we'll try to like a Mortal Bust. No, but it is Stargate.
That'd be wild, wouldn't it be? All right, so it is a Stargate. You're right. So it's going to be Proxy Oracle here. So I like it. Creature, he knows he's behind and he's changing it up. And what's more, it's on a map where Semper wouldn't necessarily expect it. But this SCV has scouted that there isn't a second pylon in the base. So
yeah, he should know exactly what's going on here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he should.
See if he decides to go. He's actually pulled out of gas here. Semper has. So he's getting the E-base. We'll have a turret up, but he's... I don't know, kind of a strange build from him here. He's not going to have enough Marines to contest this Oracle. He's actually not going to have... He's only going to have 2 Marines by the time this Oracle comes in. So this Oracle does have a little bit of a window. And we see this Reaper. Reaper's looking for the Oracle down here, but it just barely missed it. We'll see if it...
Oh, it's going to see the probe here. That's interesting. I wonder what Creature's plan was with this probe. It was sending it up to the top left. Oh, I see. Creature hadn't even... Creature doesn't even know where his opponent is. That probe was scouting the top, or rather the bottom left. It's kind of funny.
That's so unfortunate here for Creature, sending that Oracle
to
the wrong base.
Got the turret up and got Marines out now. Can't believe Creature didn't scout him.
I like the how Semper is holding this off. He's putting 1 turret by his production and 1 turret in his main, and he's kind of just abandoning the natural. He's not going to try to mine from it yet. He knows he doesn't need to. He's flying off 1 base.
Oh, this Oracle is just going to be dejected once it gets pushed away like this. 0 kills. And even though there is a second Oracle on the way now, I'm not sure even a duo of them can get all that much done.
Semper has seen the proxy Stargate location, and this is so rough for Creature. He's trying to make this void right here, but he has supply block, not even a pylon. Pylon just started.
Oh, he's fallen apart. Creature has fallen apart officially. I mean, a player in Grandmaster, a player who's this good in macro does not get supply blocked like this. So
Yeah.
this is too bad.
Especially when you're going for an all-in here, that supply block hurts so much, because if you're timing, like, with just such a small amount of units, it's delayed by like 20-30 seconds.
Oh, okay. So, the Oracle scouted those 2 bunkers here, and he decided, okay, just to cancel the Void Ray, plop down his Nexus, and start a Twilight Council. So I like that decision, because there's absolutely a 0% chance that Void Ray Stalker all-in was ever going to work. So Creature,
Exactly.
he knows what he's doing here. I mean, it's got that Mothership Core out now, finally. So that's going to start accumulating energy. Reaper went in and scouted more or less what was going on. I don't believe it actually saw that Twilight. No, it didn't. But it saw the Nexus, which is the most important thing.
Decent revelation there. It's touches a few Marines, but he's going to be able to keep Captain's army. The Oracles are going to see the command center coming down.
Yeah. You're right. That's a good revelation. It allows him to not only know the location, of course, of Semper's army, but it's going to allow him to see this starport timing. And of course, as you did mention, he saw that CC movement down. So Reaper going to come back for a second pass here, or maybe a third pass at this point, technically, but and it's going to make its way by. Scout the Twilight, it looks like. So.
Yeah. I pick up a few kills here if the creature reacts in time. Yeah. So the Reaper will get taken out, but he gets a full scout off, which is really nice.
Yeah, it is. Did we miss one of those Oracles getting taken out? I think I may have missed that, but it looks like he's down to just one Oracle, so which is it's too bad. But the utility of that is mostly for Revelation at this point anyway, so it doesn't make too big of a difference, I suppose.
So I wonder what Creature's plan is here, because there's no Robo on the way, and any sort of blink all-in is just going to get absolutely destroyed at this point.
Yeah, it's going to get wrecked. I mean, there's Medivacs out already, and the stim's done, so you're right about that. And he gets the second
nice
Oracle.
pick-off. Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah, Creature, maybe he plans to go for Storm here? I'm honestly not sure. Because with the amount of turrets he's forced from the early Oracle, DTs would be not the best choice here. And I honestly don't know what Creature's hoping to pull out here.
I mean, what could his plan be? I mean, simply because he went for Proxy Oracle, it did literally no damage. I mean, yes, it forced him to make a couple turrets, but Terran will take that any day. So, yeah, no, it looks like his plan is a blink all-in here off of 2 bases, but 2 bases, 47 probes, but just doesn't.
He's not going to get that bunker.
Effective.
He's going to get absolutely pushed away.
37 probes, I should say. About 8 or 10 workers behind the Terran at this point, so this is an all-in.
Yeah, with those SCVs on repair and that stim bio to reinforce, he's going to be able to buy enough time, and then once the Widow Mines come out, it's just going to be kind of lights out here for Creature.
Yeah. It's got a nice concave, some good blink micro, but it's not going to save his ass.
Definitely not. So many Stalkers in the red. Dude, getting picked off now. He might
this bunker is not even going to go down, my god.
Semper knew, got close there, but Semper knew exactly when he had to pull some extra SCVs. And he's actually not going to use these Widow Mines for defense, he's just going to send them across the map and try to drop them.
Yeah.
And that's
going to be efficacious here, I think. The Creature may even have to recall here once he realizes that drop is in his base. But
there's no method of detection though for Creature. So if these Widow Mines go down, it's basically just gonna.
Actually, that's true. Both of his Oracles got killed. So yeah, yeah, you're right. I think Creature's just gonna GG here probably. Semper, man.
No pull.
Semper.
11 probes. A big blink here into the main, but there's so much bio.
13 probes went down. Terran is doubling Protoss supply now. This game is over.
GG. Alright, so congratulations to Semper for taking the RSL. He actually took it without dropping a single map. 18-0 throughout the whole
That
series.
is impressive. And he's got, I believe he said earlier that he has a clan war to go to at 6, and it is just past 6 now, so yeah, right on time indeed. Man, that was, I gotta say, that was one-sided, and it was thoroughly impressive by our Terran player, Semper, from Team Gravity. So well done to him.
All right, so unfortunately for all of us, Semper is not one for winner interviews. I don't think we're gonna bug him about it one more time, but he has refused up until now. I'm gonna see if he will just talk to us about his amazing run so far in the RSL.
All right, yeah, like you said, not wild about the interviews. So, but hey, he's good enough. He doesn't have to be. Taking down that $100 grand prize. So, money in the bank there for Semper. $50, nothing to scoff at for Creature.
Yeah. So all right. So we're going to have a little bit of a text interview with Semper, which will be available for the post-tournament recap from our head admin here, Hawkeye. So look for that, definitely.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? I mean, season 1 of the RSL for 2015 has come to a close. Seems like it was a good success.
So, for those of you who haven't been following RSL from the beginning, we started off with the round of 32, or before that, we had the qualifiers, and the qualifiers went okay. Definitely a little bit of a weird showing there, and partially a low turnout because it was so new. We probably could have advertised a little better, but I think the qualifiers went pretty well. And from there we got our top 32 players. And the round of 32 we decided to cast from replays, where the players would schedule their opponent, or schedule their matches with their opponent on their own, and kind of play those matches throughout the week and then send them to us. And we kind of realized that that was not the way to go about it. So going forward, if we go for the RSL Season 2, definitely one thing we'll change about the format is how the round of 32 is structured. Players don't really like matches, or viewers don't really like matches casted from replay anyway. But yeah, I thought it went pretty well. There's definitely some things that we've learned and we've adapted and changed throughout the whole season. So definitely a good learning experience for us, at the very least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as someone was just pointing out in chat, 18-0, and this is against some of the other best players in North America. So, you know,
yeah,
nothing to, I mean, let's see. So he seems to be a humble guy, but if I were him, I'd be bragging to all my friends about how I just crushed a bunch of nerds. So it looks like, you know, even though we're not going to have an audio interview for you guys, should be I believe wrapping up the day's content pretty shortly. I think Hawkeye is going to say a few words here in a minute or so, but it's been a pleasure casting with you.
Yeah, definitely ton of fun. Happy I got to cast throughout the whole tournament. Saw some really good games. I think I've learned a lot from mostly Semper about how to play Terran. Definitely very beneficial to watch.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we didn't get to see that Raven again like we did on Vani. It looks like that was something he just decided to use on that first map. But I'd be interested to ask him. I hope that's one of the questions Hawkeye decides to ask him is that something he does regularly? Because we saw it and it looked like it was pretty darn effective. I'd be interested to know whether or not that's something he does on the regular. If it is, it's certainly something I would consider, like you said earlier, I believe, working into my ladder play against Protoss, just because.
Totally.
I mean, you can snipe the observers, you can throw down that PDD when you move in for drops. I mean, it nullifies stalkers, it nullifies the Nexus cannon, it nullifies photon cannons. Everyone says Nexus cannon. What is that thing actually called?
Photon overcharge.
Photon overcharge. There we go. Yeah. So
checking if we have any sort of last minute announcements to make before we throw it back to Hawkeye, because he wants to say a few words about the tournament. But before we go here, I'd like to encourage you all to give us your feedback about the tournament. How it felt as a viewer, if you're a player, how it felt as a player. Any things you didn't like, any things you enjoyed. Any suggestions for next season would be greatly appreciated. We have a Twitter, and that's a good method of giving us your feedback, or we'll post an email in chat for you to send some emails to, or just message us on Battle.net and tell us, hey, I like this about the tournament, or I didn't like this. It's very valuable. It was definitely mostly a learning experience for us here at the RSL. So we're definitely looking for your feedback. Incredibly helpful for us. So, and with that, I'd just like to give final shout-outs. So shout out to Hawkeye for running the tournament, and shout out to Tux for making these great graphics here on the tournament. And shout out to Marth for being a great co-caster.
Well said. A shout out to you, Kaboosh, man. You casted the whole thing, casted it well, so congrats.
Yeah. So with that, I think we're going to throw it back to Hawkeye here for some final words about the RSL. And thank you for all of the viewers who have watched any of it, especially for you guys who tuned into the finals today.
Yes. So, see you guys next time.
Yeah, have a good night.
All right. I am live. It's the moment you guys have been waiting for, outside of the actual tournament itself here. So, my name is Hawkeye. I'm the one that's been behind the scenes, orchestrating, planning, organizing this whole entire tournament. I've been part of the production, kind of been the guy behind the scenes, and yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing with this tournament. I'm really happy that we're able to have a tournament with such big name players competing in it. It's something that when I started out, I didn't realize that this was going to be actually something that players would end up taking seriously. I saw the Team Gravity was even tweeting saying that Semper was going to be in the RSL and that Sir Robin was as well, and that was really cool to see that as a force. Just another affirmation that this is something that is contributing to the StarCraft 2 community. So a couple of things I would want to announce. First, that this is kind of a I wouldn't say a mock trial, but it was kind of just testing the waters to see what running a tournament feels like for me as the producer and me as the main organizer. It's something that's been very, very, very beneficial towards learning what it takes to run a tournament. There's many things that going on behind the scenes that I would say was stressing me out to no others. But we got through the tournament. It's been a great experience. It's definitely been something that's we've been learning a lot. And for my second announcement, that there will definitely be a season 2. I've organizing that right now. We're going to go over feedback that you might have, as well as players or anyone else has. So we're going to see if we're going to put together something that's going to work both for my schedules and for the rest. So stay tuned for news of what that's going to be. I didn't have time, honestly, to put together anything else outside of this. So once again, thank you for checking us out, giving us a chance, showing us that this is something that people will tune into. And we're going to have a season 2 coming up sometime. Dates to be determined, format to be determined, but we're going to kind of try to go for the same vibe because it was kind of a success. We really like this. So thank you so much once again. Last time, stay tuned for more announcements on Team Liquid and all that such. If you're personally interested in following me, you can follow me at TheRealJK, or the Twitch/Twitter is RSLSE2. And so I'm going to wrap it up from there. Thank you.